Why is radon so harmful to your health?
Radon is a leading cause of lung cancer, right? Second behind smoking. The problem is that we're looking at the long-term exposures. A lot of the studies have just looked at long-term, but not short-term. And radon is ionizing radiation. And so what we find that it does is when you have above a 4 picocurie level, clients often complain that, they'll come and they'll say, doctors are sending them to me because they've got like a slightly reduced immune system. The immune system's just not functioning properly. They might have a low IgG. And the doctors are like, look, we're doing all this detox. We're doing all these things to bump up the immune system, but it's not working. And then we come in and we find out that they've got low levels of exposure over the 4 picocurie. Off and on. What I usually recommend is that clients put in a continuous monitor for radon, and you can talk about your experience with that. And that tells you every day a fluctuation and keeps a chart for you as to what your ionizing radiation exposure is to radon. What's important about that is that when you start to go over a certain amount, it can start depleting your immune system. It's like getting x-rays, right? We go in, we don't want to get x-rays. Everybody's like, don't x-ray my teeth, don't x-ray, get a CAT scan. We want to avoid radiation, but then we have a home that's abundant with it. And most homes across all 50 states have radon exposure. So it's important to make sure that you're reducing that and making sure that your immune system isn't being suppressed all the time.
I just want to point this out to all the viewers that are floxed and have fluoroquinolone toxicity. The key words that Caroline said is ionized radiation. We've done a series on this. I did this with the Fluoroquinolone Toxicity Study Foundation, the harmful effects of ionized radiation on your mitochondria. Fluoroquinolone toxicity is essentially mitochondria damage. So having radon in your house and all that ionized radiation is definitely going to be harmful to your mitochondria that's already damaged by the fluoroquinolone that you took. In those videos that we did, we talked about, like Caroline said, be careful of x-rays and CAT scans. But if it's in your home and you're getting it 24/7, that's definitely going to be an issue and an issue for your recovery. So something you can do right there that is cost effective, quick, to protect your mitochondria, I think is very important.
We really try to work with people to help them create a better environment, but reduce those burdens that are on your body so your body can heal, because it's so important. I don't think, my opinion is like 85% of disease states are environmental. I mean, we do this stuff to ourselves, and some things are natural. Like just because something's natural, radon is a naturally occurring thing, right? It's not something that somebody's doing to you, but it can be very, very dangerous for you and very bad for your health.